Independent film. Originality. Fresh. Video. Style. Crescent City. Filming. Independent. New Orleans. Style. Video.
2, 1, 0. All engine running.
It's a Hollywood hoax! Hollywood hoax! They think we're a bunch of sheep. They think they can pull the wool over our eyes. They think they can take advantage of us. We pay them good money. We pay good tax money, and they do this to us. They want to herd our asses around. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. Come see the film. See the film that proves the lie.
Houston, we have a problem.
Charlene, I told you could shoot my film if you did just that. Shoot my film. Not use it as another excuse to tongue dance with my brother. Rusty, get over here. Now this is what I wanted to show you. This is where they shot the Apollo 11 landings. Samolki Crater, the Alpine Valley, Sea of Tranquility, all across there. Rusty, look what I'm showing you. Get that garbage out of your nose for once. God. Now what they did, they sent some second unit hack out here to shoot all this terrain. And then those Hollywood whores back in LA, they used that exact same footage for the rear projected moon.
Have you even looked at their footage? They shot that stuff with a day for night filter. Definitely not with the rotten 11, maybe 13, to darken the skies and lighten the surface.
Columbia, this is Houston, 1 minute, 30 seconds to LOS. All systems go, over. Buzz, this is Houston, radio check. Houston, this is Neil, radio check. Neil, this is Houston, loud and clear.
Good Lord, Charlene. Is your Uncle Ansel blind or what? I mean, look at all this stuff. I'm gonna put his shop out of business.
Work the books, too.
Please, please, please don't kill me.
And we're getting a picture on the TV. Hope you got a good picture, huh? There's a great deal of contrast in it. And
I'll pan straight across. Get that shot. Right there. Get that. I know it's hard to believe, but you gotta trust me on this. Back in the 60s, NASA had this entire film studio complex camouflaged over to look just like Main Street, USA. That's where they had the supermarket. And then right around the corner is where they had the nice little church and steeple for the town folk. Oh, and Charlene, Charlene, what are you doing? You're just like the other two. How can you guys even function? Come on. You know this is a big scene. I reserved the theater just the other day. I told you about that. I can't be pushing this premiere date back again. Get this stuff out of your nose.
Rusty, he's got you building all them fancy models. He's got Charlene taking video pictures. All I'm asking is where does Lyle Shankly fit in? Huh, that's all I want to know. Fine. I know he's the boss. But how long are you gonna let Smarty Pants rake you around? How long did Oswald last? Huh? How long? Not long, did he? I give it a week tops until Uncle Sam's got all your 6 feet under. I don't want any part of it at all. Well. Speak of the devil. So, Randy, how do you think they're gonna do it to you? Think it's be some kind of accident? Maybe a good old-fashioned shooting with a high-powered rifle? Bang.
Look, Rusty, I really need you on this one, okay? This isn't like back in high school when you proved that thing with the guidance counselor. That was a couple of Polaroids. It was easy. It was nothing. This is big stuff. It's the government. It's NASA. It's Hollywood. And I really do need you. Lau said what? Listen, Rusty, I know Lyle's your friend, but you need to stop listening to him. We need to start doing this together, okay? I need your hands. I need your model building skills. I need your brains. Yeah, your brains, you big dummy. You remember when we were kids, we'd be building those models? I'd be building the airplanes with the wings all sticking out the side and the propellers all backwards and huh? You remember that? I need to know that you're with me on this. You're with me, right? Yeah, you are. Yeah, you're with me, brother. Come here. Give me a hug.
We've got divergent shadows. We've got a fuzzy horizon. We've got 3 astronauts on the lunar surface. We've got no crater under the left descent engines. And biggest of all, believe me right now, folks, it's Neil Armstrong's contrived pigeon English.
Here, there's no displacement at all. There's nothing under the LEM descent engines. And those things are supposed to be throwing out 10,000 pounds of thrust? I mean, Rusty, do you know what that's like? That's like you taking a leaf blower to bucket of flour. I mean, it just defies logic. That's right. That's right, my brother. They must think we're about the dumbest guys on the face of the planet. Well, not anymore. This is number 83.
Rusty, you're not going to believe this. Look what I've done. Look, for the last 20 years, government agents have been in Alaska, experimenting with how sound waves penetrate the atmosphere and disrupt the airflow. And you know what it caused? It caused El Nino, and the government did it. Area 51, Oklahoma City, Flight 800, Princess Diana. They're even drugging high school students.
Lyle, I am sick of your incessant paranoia. It's so infantile.
How dare you condescend to me, you stuck-up prick? Look, who do you think you are? King of the moon?
Yeah, I'm the king of the moon. That's
okay.
That's
how long before the government comes in and strings your ass up like a stuffed pig?
Rusty, why is he here?
What are you all about? You're dressed in black like an architect. What? Where'd you go to school? The community college? What? Did you even graduate?
Don't touch me, okay?
Did you?
Rusty, get him out of here. I want you out of here, okay? I am not going to let you destroy my dream.
Visit our website, please. Find out why man never landed on the lunar surface.
I know better.
Oh, come on. Man never landed on the lunar surface. Go to our website, see the photos, see the facts.
Charlene, how are you framing this one?
Would you trust me for once?
Are you using a tripod for this?
It was a Hollywood hoax, ma'am.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah, you can visit our website, www.neverhappenednomanneverlanded.com. They pulled something crazy. We now TV's a joke.
You know what? You need a life.
Yes, I think I do.
Charlene, did Rusty paint this the right color? Is this right?
Learn about Hollywood's greatest hoax.
Oh, please.
How?
I don't
No.
believe this, dear.
No, why man never landed on the moon. Hollywood has a stranglehold on our government. They've got a stranglehold on everybody. And I don't think people realize the power of the visual image, the power that TV has.
Why? Why do you believe
There's
that?
too many facts. You go home, you can visit our website, and you can see the photographs that make me a believer. But what's it worth? It's worth taking a lot of taxpayers' money, isn't it? The government made the money. I don't know, to invade some frickin' country. I don't know what they made the money for. Okay.
Higher angle with the
Randy,
light, or do you want me to put it down here?
Hold on a
or-
second. Hold on a second.
Where do you want it?
Hold on. I need to crank down a stop and a half, increase my depth of field, and I need to switch film stocks to compensate for this light bounce I'm getting off this lame-o masonry construction. So just hold on, okay?
Okay.
Biggest hoax. Man never landed on the lunar surface. Go to our website, see the photos, understand the facts. 1 out of every 4 are converted, please.
What are you guys doing? Charlene, cut! Rusty, we've been over this a million times. I do not want Lego spacemen in my film. They're toys. They're for babies.
One of the great giant hoaxes. You really do.
I think it is the biggest giant hoax of our time. Yes, I do believe that. Visit our website. You'll find out why. You'll find out why.
Mr. Katzman, a Jewish gentleman, told me when I was 8 years old, he said, Richie, don't believe anything you hear and only half what you see. And he'll take the world in that
Okay.
stride.
Thank you.
Take care and good luck to you.
You too. Thank you. I know, I'm talking big stuff.
It's more than one man.
I know, but it's a big, big world.
Step off the limb now. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Never, you have no, never, let's fall, no.
Come see our film on the fake lunar landing.
Well, what about Kane?
Everyone always talks about Greg Tolan breaking new ground with his depth of field, the long take, and that ceiling thing. But I was watching Alphaville again this morning, and for my money, that is the pinnacle. As far as I'm concerned, Cotard's early work with Godard can never be matched. It's flawless.
No, I completely agree. I've been arguing the same thing for years. That's amazing. What other films have you worked on?
Well, I'm probably best known documentary-wise, that is, for my film on the My Lai massacre.
Really?
Yeah, and it would have won at Sundance, too, if Redford didn't have that stick up his ass.
Lunar surface. Made a film that proves the facts.
I look at all these little ones out here with not a care in the world, and in every face I see a few faded fragments of me and Rusty. It really once was all this simple, but somewhere down that road of innocence, the beast of deception put an end to my carousel rides. And while I may never ride those ponies again, I refuse to stand by and play their obedient little citizen. Let my film mark the moment in history when one man stood up and demanded more from our institutions than a malignancy of lies. My film demands the truth. And though some will take the truth, they'll prod it and stretch it, buy it, pour it, and sell it out, one thing remains certain. The truth does not lie. Oh, geez. The truth does not lie. That is good. That is very good.
Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Roger, Tranquility. We copy on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue down here. We're breathing again. Neil, this is Houston. The field of view is okay. We'd like you to aim it a little bit more to the right, over. Okay. Okay, that's all the cable we have. I'll play out. I'll start working on the shoulder. A little bit too much to the right. Can you bring it back left about 4 or 5 degrees?
The first word out of my mouth, the very first f***ing word, wasn't mama, it wasn't dada, it was cinema, and it was articulated flawlessly. When I was 5 years old, I used my paper out money to buy my first video camera. It was a Panasonic, really expensive for a 5-year-old to buy. My first piece of cinematic art was this skin thing I did with my friend Tommy's older sister. The neighborhood kids loved it. No crew, I shot the thing. 1977, I'd already dumped film. You know that shot in every single piece of shit tortured artist movie? The shot of the empty paper, the empty desk, the empty typewriter? If I were to ever make autobiographical cinema, I could never use that shot. Ideas flow like a river from my brain. Charlene, write that down. Flow like a river from my brain. I'm gonna use that. You know that shot in Pinecone? The shot where I cut to the close-up of the pine cone as it begins to speak with the voice of Ronald Reagan? I received a significant amount of attention for that cut. I mean, the timing is right on.
Hey Evan, Archie called me. He said he's gonna be a little late, but I figure we can just get started.
We're done.
What do you mean we're done?
I mean, we're done. You're late. There's nothing more to say.
I'm not late. Nothing more to say about who? You?
Yeah. And you?
You are not gonna do this to me again!
Why don't you tell me if we're done? Are we done yet?
We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done with you. I said we're done, you son of a... We done? We done?
Timecode NOLA.
Independent film. Originality.
Timecodennola.com.
Urban man.
Crescent City.
8mm. Independent. Video.
Log on to www.timecodenola.com. You heard me?
Informative.
Timecodenola.com. I'm Rick Delaup, Director of North Pole Nutrias.
And I'm Miss Pussycat.
And we're here at the Spellcaster Lodge.
Yeah, I wanted to make I normally do puppet shows live, and I wanted to make a puppet movie. I worked with Rick and Quintron a little bit for the Drum Buddy infomercial, and there was a puppet show in that. It was really, really fun, so I wanted to do another one that was more extensive, and so we did it.
Miss Pussycat asked me to do it, and I'd never done anything like what her vision was for this show, which was to do more elaborate sets with more attention to detail and more of a 3D look as far as, you know, we worked with different walls and we had to build ceilings and floors and backgrounds and scenery, and so it was much more involved than some of the other videos that I have done with them before.
It's tricky because, like with puppets, you know, they're held up. So if you have to shoot it in just such a way that you don't see not only the top of the puppeteer's head, but there has to be a floor, or you have to fake that there's a floor, or shoot it so that you don't see below a certain point, or, you know, it's like you're building a world that isn't there. So if you move the camera up there, you'll see like the wrong ceiling, you know, or behind the set, and so it was really fun but tricky.
Yeah, and there were certain special effects that we just pulled off for the first time, trying, like we had an explosion, we had a puppet swimming underwater, we had we did some green screen, some effects that you know, that I did for the first time. So it was interesting to try to figure all of that out with puppets. We shot everything right here in this room. We didn't have the luxury of having a real studio or lighting grid or platforms built, really. And we just had this small space to work. Even the green screen stuff was all basically done right here. So North Pole Nutrias has aired on Cox 10. This is the 3rd consecutive year, and we're hoping that it's a yearly holiday classic. My website is eccentricneworleans.com, and I have a little shop where you can order some videos.
And our website is quintronandmisspussycat.com, and you can order records and videos and belt buckles.
And tour dates.
And tour dates.
Jonathan Jackson, director of American Porn Star. American Porn Star is a satire. It's kind of making fun of America and patriotism, capitalism, all that stuff. I'm shooting it on Mini DV, this camera right here, and I'm gonna edit it through Video Vegas. Probably put some cool effects. Hopefully it'll come out all right. I'm gonna try to do like, hopefully go like the film fest circuit first, and then if that don't work out, it'll be on Timecode NOLA. Script is written, the actors are chosen. We're looking for audio. I've edited a trailer. I'm talking to a couple people, trying to fish it out. I'm basically trying to take this project and hopefully see if it self-promotes itself, and maybe we can get some backers. I'm not necessarily looking for them right now until I have something that's credible, something that looks all right. I'm gonna start shooting like a couple scenes, and I mean it's an independent film. Depending on how it looks, depending on how it works out, what I plan to do is shoot a couple scenes, look at it, edit it, and see if it needs something else, and maybe reshoot them or just add more to the script and see how far we can go. So I'm trying to make like the best thing I can make. I started at Coulier Career Center on the West Bank, and then I basically jumped from school to school. I went to Alabama, and I went to Delgado, then I went to UNO. And now I'm chilling at Tulane, which I ain't doing nothing as far as I ain't doing nothing as far as film is concerned. But well, we having one problem with females. Since it's called American Porn Star, it's hard to get like a female attached because they're scared that I'm gonna exploit them in some kind of way. But I mean, it is a movie about porn, but I'm not looking to exploit nobody per se. In the next few months on Timecode, we're going to show you from pre-production to production to post-production of American Porn Star, to just show, I guess, how hard it is to get an independent film made with no money, but that it can be done, and that hopefully it can be done well.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
Prince of these skies making extremely rolling movies.
To make an extremely rolling movie, you need sound. Die Hard, Predator 2, The Great Train Robbery. You need Dolby, you need DTS, you need SDDS. You need horses in the background, scream in the front. I don't have a TV with a dial with a little bitty and the speaker on the side. I don't have no like that. Rambo 3, Assassins, Gosford Park. I want the whole house to shake. I want the police coming to my house.
Timecode NOLA.
the New Orleans Independent Film Program.
Two Mississippis for Rebecca and Darrell. 1. If the river is a woman who awakens and splashes morning in her eyes, who stretches her arms and dips them in the dance of dawn, then combs her hair with sunlight as she turns and twists to listen to the brush of trees beside her in the early breeze, who hums and dresses delicately, easing her limbs into her dappled skirt, her mottled sleeves, who sips her tea, then glides out to the gate to greet the traffic passing there, and who, on entering the street, begins to stray a little, just a little, unaware the obstacles her independent means impose on those who'd rather she remain inside and watch her flowers grow, not slow their swollen progress to some venal shore, then bends and wanders when the weather's right, and reaches toward the south, and reaching, dreams the dreams inspiring others drifting by to fetch her sparkle, taste her sigh, or slip behind her gaze to take a swim. Then who are we? Her lover stealing from her bed, his appetite sated? Her child who, ignoring how he's sucked her dry, sucks harder? Her God? 2. And if the river is a man, rugged and brown, but round and muscular, who wanders through the wilderness at dusk, who plucks a fallen branch, then ambles on between the trees, bowing and rising, who, at coming to a clearing, scales a rock, pausing briefly, rubbing his sides, then hums and winds around the hills to wander down into a pine grove on their farther side, who feeds the beavers, beetles, birds, and bears, thinking him kind, who veers through twilit shadows, their brilliance like a memory that flashes and is gone, who tells himself those stories that echo in the breeze they're carried on, whose gray eyes pool when he beholds the sun at last, and at the last who spreads his arms to seize its light, then turns to go alone once more in darkness, leaving in his wake no sign of having been there. Then who are we, waiting in silence near his path, who strike, then leave him on the forest floor for dead? Are we earth's thieves so starved that we must bleed the bled? Can no kind words for us be said?
when I say this. I will find the one responsible for what happened to Iliad, and they will be held accountable. You have my word for it. Your son's death will be paid for, in full.
Guess who? The man that came to kidnap his spouse. Guess who? The one that owned the walking van. Guess who? I put some on for you. Guess who? Guess who?
You say all of Signy? This guy's drunk, he needs a ride.
So, okay, so where you... Shit! Where you wanna go?
Where's all of Signy?
We have Lukas, old man, very reiche man. Yeah, Immobilien. And we have Bori. Casanova Club, she owns it.
Let's go, let's see this Bori.
As you wish.
Make it like we make it love today. Eat your bite, it's AD, forget fight. While I push the S-class, what you shake your ass. Yeah, get it in, hit you with the stick like you're dribbling. All of that and the flow, when I swing in the ocean.
This guy grabbed me at the station. Said something about Holub-Zigny, now he's dead. You understand what I say? He's dead? He's kaputt. Tot!
Dump him out of the car. I dump you. I dump you. Get out of the car. Vents out. Vents out.
Let's go to Bori. Listen, I've got an angle on these Holub-Zignys. You might say something fell into my lap. This may not take as long as I thought it would. Bori Holub-Zigny. You Holub-Zigny. So now you better listen. You don't fool me around, okay? I worked in Sarajevo for Vasily Zago. You understand?
So who sent you?
You know who sent me? A dead man. Lurie. That's at least what was written on his license.
Why do you come to me?
You see, when Lurie grabbed me, calls me Holub-Zigny, all of a sudden he fell flat on his face. Dead.
And how do I know you're not lying to me?
Okay, come on, I give it up. How, huh?
You give up. I think I like you.
Now that we know that you like me, that's the business.
Okay. Lukas Holub-Zigny has run this Bitir for over 30 years now. And he is not my father. He took my mother as his third wife, and I hated him for that. They sent me away, first to Austria, then to the United States. And of course I got pretty wild, drugs and whatnot. I had good connections to the African drug lords.
But I was excited to come home. My new Europe, my new ass. It's the same now, just the possibilities are not the same. And Lukos has had control of it all. And he thinks I'm after all of it. After what? Okay, I am. And why not? We are at war now. And Laurie makes the third dead in 2 weeks.
So it's not all about the gambling and the girls.
At first it was, yeah. But the real money is in stolen goods, you know? And I have 2 other places in town. So he got jealous. And then I stole 2 of his trucks crossing the border. Lukas has private accounts, dummy corporation, and government standing. He's in it, all right? Up to here. And his man Stockwitz fronts most of it for him. For 8 years now.
How much is he worth to you?
The old geezer is worth 5,000 euros. To you. Dead. Here is to crime. You know, I like your style. I only have these yahoos. If I had 5 guys like you, I'd make the move to Prague.
Bori is involved, but I don't think she pulled the trigger. She stole the trucks, all right, and they've been enough to kill her, but I think this Stockwitz guy is really behind the whole thing. He wants to take over the entire operation, that's my guess.
You have body. Points to us and say, go see Holubcigny. We had lots lately. Lots of bodies. Way one direction. Почему он здесь? Мне это не нравится. Наши деньги. Ему не надо деньги, ему надо стрелять.
Können wir mal langsam mit diesem russischen Scheiß aufhören? Your daughter hired me to eliminate you. Maybe you pay me more.
Such a game is not my style.
Hey! You're not going to America with me, huh? What am I supposed to tell your uncle? Why did you do this to me, bastard?
Please, just go. For Bori, I'll give you 15,000 euros. If you make Bori and her entire organization disappear.
15.000 für Bori. Für niemanden sonst.
Bori is enough. Durak. It's not like him to tell like that. I guess it looks good to him because Bori really thinks you are working for her.
Just forget about this. Next time she kills me.
You won't find her at the Casanova. A big German outfit runs 12 trucks a week across the border. It's no big deal like the old days, but they still pay the old man for protection, like always. The last 2 convoys have been hijacked, killed a couple of men. That was Bori, trying to look tough.
Where can I find them?
Follow the main road south, then take sharp turn off about 5 kilometers from the border, near the Kremlin Red Star Monument. Kill the boy. Kill that
Why you want me to kill her?
battle.
Okay, here's what we're going to do next. Turn this thing around and do it over there behind these bushes.
You know what? I think we should talk about what happened.
About what?
About my friend that I just had to put out in the woods.
Where did you dump the body?
Arcade, bring groove, hot track, make it move. AD, get wild, drop hearts for a while. Type flow, go, style, treacherous. Plus, what shit? You ain't know.
Don't lose it.
Tell you that the flow is like elastic. Meanwhile, your records don't even go plastic.
Over there he is. You see?
Clever, the beats the beretta. The news for this year, the weather's gonna get better. The language is the bridge, I'm gonna.
Now stop the car.
Better run, catch up, get to it. Fast as we were underwater. So
don't you see me? Get out of my way.
Make a U-turn and wait in the back.
Once I decide for certain which one shot your boy, I'll be finished here. So it looks like I'll be at the funeral after all. And about your stolen shipment, I didn't find anything at that club of hers. Our trucks are here at the loading zone inside the industrial train yard near the main station. Send some boys over to pick them up. The warehouse must be around here somewhere too.
Bori, I need to talk to you. We hit the trucks tonight.
There's a convoy tonight?
Yes, I'm sure tonight.
Okay, then we hit them at the old brew house.
No, we hit them exactly at the same place we did before.
Boy, my little boy. I think it's a good idea. You have to believe me. Can you remember the last time? Whiskey. Caviar. Let's do it again.
Vladimir, we do it my way, okay?
Bori!
Roger, we hit the tracks tonight.
Bori! I don't like it. Can you hear me?
You like it, all right? You like anything I damn well tell you to like. Now shut up and get out of here. Well, you couldn't wait to see me, huh?
Looks like the two of you know each other pretty well.
You men are all the same.
Come on, let's go for a ride.
Okay. But just because we take a ride together doesn't mean I put out. I'm a good girl, you know?
Sure you are. Mr. Olaptigny, wake up. You give me my 25,000, then we quit. And you can give me my 5,000 in cash, Miss Austria. And then I kill you both, and everyone's happy. It's just too bad that I have to try to do the right thing. Why don't you both just hit Stockwitz? Have you ever thought that he's been playing you both? He's been waiting for a good time to dump your body. After he steals your contacts and the combination to your safe.
Das ist ein absoluter Blödsinn. Stockwitz war... He is no traitor. He's like my son.
Okay, any way you like it. And what about the tip-off on kilometer 5? You're not stupid enough to try it at the same place 3 times running, are you? Stockwitz told me you were the one that shot the drivers. Is that a fact?
No, he killed them. He didn't have to do it. They were like ducks lined up at an arcade.
Where is he now? Casanova?
He's at home.
Wanna bet? Sit down. Geht's noch langsamer?
I'll give you 50,000 for your pistol if you just leave.
Thank you. Where's the job going down?
At an old guest house 10 kilometers north of here. We had a fighting match about it, because he wanted to have it at 5 kilometers. He thought you'd be waiting there.
We got the situation covered now. This time we have 2 machine guns on each truck. 2 Maschinenpistolen auf jedem Lastwagen. Mal sehen, wie deine Jungs damit spielen. Anyway, who's the sitting duck now? Sit down! Setz dich hin. Let's talk. I want you to know who it was you killed when you were showing off back there. He was my boss's son. My nephew. He was hitching a ride back home. How did you kill him? Like this? Or you did it like this? What do you think, Bori? Is that how you shot my kid? She won't go too far. My boss. My brother. He's been waiting for things to be like they were. You get paid like usual. Just make sure you start doing your job, okay? Understand what I'm talking about? When did you know it was Bori who killed Louis?
When we arrived, Casanova Club, and she was there, arrived exact same time. Then I know. Louis drove taxi too. Good man. You know, he played poker with Bori Holubzikny. It's okay to lose with Bori. It's not okay to win. You know, he had to pay back money, little money, not much. And he said no. But Bori doesn't take no for answer. You know what she did? She came to that station, train station, Bahnhof, shot him. Stupid no, stupid slut. Dead slut. Dead slut. What you doing here?
Time to go. Let's turn the music down.
Like it? Better, man.
Isn't it a little bit loud?
Can't hear you. Demo tape.
Yeah, it's a little bit loud.
Like it? Good. Demo tape. Friend of mine.
Yeah. Friend of mine. Hey, straight, yeah? You know Vivaldi, yeah? Vivaldi? You know Vivaldi?
Come around? Don't know.
People pay. Next time I come. Good music. Good music.
That's enough.
The art of pretending. Run away, but one day you'll be left on the shelf. Run away, but you can't run away from yourself.
You got to take care. You know, he's got a lot of train action going on there. He won't be waiting long for the train to come.
Can't run away from yourself. Is this the life you dreamed of? Is this a man who you love? Is this a time that you're just taking up? Is this a dream that you live? Is this love that you give? Or is this the art of pretending? Hey, little girl, who are you fooling now? Another man for another dough. How long can you make yourself believe when no one's waiting for you after the show? Run away, but one day you'll be left on the shelf. Run
Is it like Puma Sports or only Puma?
So you're a filmmaker, huh? You sit around with your partners talking about you gonna shoot this or I'm gonna shoot that. You ain't shooting shit. You gotta finish the sound bites and I need ADR and my soundtrack music ain't right. You ain't making movies if nobody ain't seeing them. Get the done, you bullshitting. We need your film. Send them in today. Timecode NOLA, you heard me?
Timecode NOLA is supported in part by the Louisiana Division of the Arts Council of New Orleans, Cox Communications, and by people like you.